What's good, everybody? It's your boy Chris Revs. I just want to make this video kind of to comment on the whole Kony 2012 project thing that's going on. Last night I watched this video that I know probably a lot of you guys have already watched the Kony 2012 video, and it was very impacting, very impacting, just to see what's going on in the world, outside of our cities. And sometimes we have no idea what's going on out there. And this video kind of puts everything into perspective of what's happening. But the thing that came to mind when I saw this video, but then short after I saw everybody on Facebook posting it, and just getting the word out and just getting all excited and stuff. Let's make a change. And don't get me wrong, that's amazing, to see everybody just unite and to get together for a good cause. But one thing I've noticed is that it's history repeating itself. It's not the first time that been like a big cause to be fought for and that people got all excited over for, but then just dropped it. And that just comes to show that we're being led by our emotions and by what we feel at the time. And the sad thing is that emotions, they fade, they change. You know, late days, late from now, weeks from now, people are just gonna forget about it. And I don't want that to happen. I seriously don't want it to happen. I'm not being a downer or a whole doubter thingy, but that's just the human way. When we get all excited with our emotions and stuff, and try to work for a good cause, it's initially a good thing, but because it's our emotions fade. So one thing I wanted to just point out is like, if you want to change the world, first you gotta change yourself, change your heart, change the way you live, because you just it's almost impossible to make a change in the world if first of all you're not aligned with that change. You know, that's just probably the smartest thing you can do, is first just look at yourself and think, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What do I have to do to change myself? What needs to be done for me to live a better life? Because it's sad. I mean, it's sad everything that's going on in Africa, in Uganda and all that stuff. It's super sad. But the thing is that it's going on in your own front yard, in your own cities, in your own schools. The same thing, probably not to the same extent, but there's kids being raped in your own cities. There's kids being abducted in your own cities and sold into sex slavery. Whether you believe it or not, it's big in America as well. So just kind of, you can start by helping your neighbor out. Show your neighbor some love, show your friends some love, and little by little you will change the world. I'm not saying leave the whole Kony 2012 thingy, because it's something you should definitely fight for, but don't wait till April 20th, or just to start the whole revolution. The revolution starts in your heart. The revolution starts home. The revolution starts with your family, with your friends. So don't try and go and fight Africa and have a home where you don't talk to your brother or your sister, or your friends are in dispute. And just for a change, you gotta start at home. One person can change a family can change a city could change a county, a state, etc., to go to change the world. So a change needs to be made, definitely. I like the whole Kony 2012 slogan, but I think it's more just change 2012, like heart of the revolution 2012, because I think the goal should be just to change your heart in 2012, because once you change your heart, once you change yourself, once you change all the bad stuff from you, that's when the real revolution, when the real change will come up. That's what wins people over. It's not the whole emotion and getting all crazy. Oh, let's go capture Joseph Kony and bring him to jail. I mean, that's all gonna happen, because everything has its consequences. Nobody in history that has done this kind of stuff has ever gotten away with it. Everybody has a consequence, and God won't allow these people to go just without consequences. So the thing you could do is just pray for them, pray for the people, pray for wisdom, so you know you're doing something right and doing it the right way. Because if you're not wise in what you do, it's pretty much just worthless efforts. So start your change inward, and then it will show outward. And I'm all for this Kony 2012 thingy. I'm gonna put my part in it. But I just wanna advise people, before you try to go all crazy and change the world, have a change in your heart, in your family, in your friends, in your city, because all this stuff it's going on in your own front yard, and we're not even seeing it. We're blinded by things every day. I see people on Facebook post like the most insignificant post over the smallest things. They're all depressed over, you know, the smallest things, worrying about a boyfriend, a girlfriend, about friends, about people talking smack on them, talking, over the most superficial, less important things, when there's people being killed out there in the world, when there's kids getting raped, when there's, just evil out there, and you're worrying about the dumbest things. So I just want to encourage everybody just to start at home, because the change needs to be done. 2012, heart of the revolution. You need to change that heart and start a revolution. We need to take back our generation, because our generation right now is pretty much going nowhere. It's being wasted. It's going nowhere, really. It's sad to see elementaries, the statistics for kids losing their virginities at age, before even middle school. And that's just something terribly sad. Having little sisters, having family. It's like, how is that happening? The crime rate has been so, it's just so high nowadays. Since the 50s, I think the biggest, before the 50s, the biggest class problem, biggest school problem was, kids chewing gum, talking during class. And right after that, when prayer was taken out of class and they took down the Ten Commandments and all this kind of stuff, it's like now there's kids killing each other. Now there's kids raping each other in school. There's all this kinds of stuff. And then people ask, why? Why is this all happening? It's our fault. It's nobody else's fault but us. Don't be judging people. Why is this going? Why is this happening? It's like we're the ones to blame. So 2012, change, heart of the revolution. Change your heart, because you can make a change. You can make a change. You really can make a change by yourself. You think you need a big old crowd to change the world? You don't need a big old crowd. It can start at home. It can start with you. Change yourself, and ask God for that change, and change your family, change your community, change your city, and ultimately you will change the world. So let's start by that. Let's not be led by emotions, because it's like a wave. Every so often a good cause comes out and everybody's like, I'm down for it. I want to do it. This is something that needs to be done, and it's cool. They have the right attitude, but they don't have the right heart, because you need to have instilled in your heart that change. So I'm all for Kony 2012. Let's do this. I'm ready. But examine yourself before you go out there and fight. Are you ready for the battle? Are you ready for the revolution? Are you ready for war?